Have you noticed a vehicle swerving back and forth within their lane of traffic? Did you report this person to your local law enforcement? Or worse, have you or someone you know been a victim of a drunk driving accident? Drunk drivers are very common these days. As the wife of a police officer, I hear about drunk driving stories more often than none. Today, I am going to discuss the causes and effects of drunk driving, and then I'll discuss what we, as a society, can do to prevent drunk driving. So first, let's discuss the causes and effects of drunk driving accidents. Many people suffer from drunk driving. Drunk driving offenders and their victims all have family, friends, and coworkers who are impacted. People are turning to alcohol as a stress reliever from their everyday lives. The foundation of a drug-free world stated that alcohol is a drug, and that's exactly right. People are addicted to alcohol just as they are any other drug. In 2014, 9,967 people died as a result of a drunk driving accident. That's one person every 53 minutes. And according to Mothers Against Drunk Driving, 290,000 people were injured in drunk driving accidents the same year. Families are left to wonder why their loved ones were taken by the hands of an irresponsible drunk driver. Children are left without their mothers, their fathers, or their brothers and sisters. Or worse, children have their lives taken as well. In 2013, a total of 1,149 children died in a motor vehicle accident. 200 of those were a result of a drunk driver. Friends are left to mourn the loss of their very close friends, and coworkers now have to replace an asset of their team. Here you'll see the faces of drunk driving. Chili was somebody's daughter. Robert here was a drunk driver. Gloria was the passenger of a vehicle that was struck by a drunk driver. And Robin was somebody's mother. My husband has made several DUI arrests in the last several months. Drunk driving became a quick reality for my family when my husband was parked at a stoplight and noticed the vehicle behind him was quickly barreling down without no sign of stopping. My husband made the split-second decision to pull off the side of the road and get out of the way of the vehicle that was not slowing down. The vehicle then slammed into the back of a minivan, which was actually in front of my husband. My husband then jumped out of his truck, raced over to the minivan, and checked on the occupants and determined that nobody had been injured. He then went to the truck that caused the accident and found that the driver was highly intoxicated. He was a repeat DUI offender who didn't have a driver's license. According to the National Council of Alcoholism and Drug Dependency, 1 in every 12 adults suffer from alcohol abuse and dependency. AA meetings and suspended driver's licenses are simply not enough. As a member of society, we need to do our part in minimizing drunk driving accidents. There are many solutions to preventing drunk driving. The simplest solution is don't drink and drive. It's really that simple. Another simple solution is recognize and report a drunk driver. If you notice a vehicle swerving back and forth in the lanes of traffic, speeding up and then slowing down, or driving recklessly down the road, call the police. Call your local law enforcement and report this driver. Even if you can't determine that they are intoxicated, you still can be a noble citizen and report their activity to the police. You can also be the responsible adult by becoming a designated driver. Make it your personal responsibility to get all your family and friends home safely. You can also talk to your children about being responsible. Let them know that it's okay to call for help, but it's never okay to drive under the influence. After all, we want to teach them that it's better to be safe than sorry. One evolving solution are ignition interlocks. These devices wire into the ignition switch system of a vehicle and don't allow the vehicle to start until the driver has blown into the device. According to MAD, 25 states require this device for all convicted DUI offenders. We can make this 100% effective for the nation by contacting our state legislator. Drunk drivers should also face harsher punishments. 50 to 75% of repeat offenders drive anyways without their license. The laws should be highly enforced and should be more strict. Repeat offenders should have to pay heftier fines and spend more time in jail for their offenses. No one's life is worth being intoxicated. In closing, as a parent, a friend, and a coworker, and a member of society, it is our responsibility to decrease drunk driving accidents. Whether we make a simple phone call to our local law enforcement, are the designated driver for our family and friends, or become a member of a prevention group, we can help decrease the number of drunk driving accidents that occur. But most importantly, we could also save somebody's life.